There we go, it looks as if it's alright now. Yeah, looks better. Yeah, cool. That's better. We are live.
Arigato gozaimasu. We've got Barters coming up to 130R for his first flyer. So maybe go on him, have a look-see.
Yeah, I'm sat with Barters right now.
In his pretty Audi. It should be a pretty good lap because I was watching the whole way. Looked fast.
In.
Maybe it wasn't valid. No, 2027. Looks can be deceiving, apparently.
Nah, he's got another second in that, surely.
Yeah, he's just getting a bit of heat in the tyres, I think. Get him up to pressure. Still a fast track.
Right, so
Spam.
who else is out at the moment? Saint Spam's just come through. Oh,
Gallo
straight away.
Oh, I haven't got a fast setup for this race, guys. I think you're all in with a chance.
He doesn't take him long. You know, a few laps of practice, and he's up there. Oh, he's getting out of the way.
It's like he's in the Matrix. He doesn't
parts the seas.
Well, he just sort of crunches setup digits or something. I don't know.
Oh,
because he never seems to have a problem, does he?
He can definitely adapt to drive any car. We've noticed.
Yeah, I think there should be some league rules like brought in, and it should be that he has to race in a Jaguar.
I mean, it would be interesting. He'd probably still beat everyone.
Because we can't put like ballast in his car like you can on the PC. So the best way to do it is you just say, right, Gallo, you've got a choice of the Jaguar, or the Jaguar. That is your choices.
I'd actually prefer him to be in the NSX, to be honest.
Yeah,
go Honda boy for a season.
Yeah.
You know what they say about those Honda motors?
Well,
especially in F1.
Everyone says it's slow. Everyone says that Honda's slow, but I think it does corner well, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've had a quick go of it. I've learnt to like it after 2 laps. Then I've learnt to hate it. I'm not.
What? Not
a
consistent?
No, it seemed like it had a mind of its own.
Oh.
And then I just talked myself out of it.
Oh dear.
Not choosing this Honda. I wanted it to be good. Right,
so who should we jump in with? Who do you think's gonna? Well, Gallo's gone straight away on a 2012 now.
1-2, so he's going faster.
All right, let's jump in with Gallo for a lap.
Still only a fast track. We haven't seen any qualifying. Really.
So where is he at the moment?
Dip into the optimum.
Coming through the S's at the moment.
He likes the deadness. Watch him through here.
Yeah, he flies through it. It's quite scary actually. Like, yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Oh no, he's still going.
Big puff of sand.
That Merc sounds lovely.
It's a sexy car. It's a wonder how you can see the apex after looking over the bonnet. It's so long.
You have to look a week into the future. It's that long. Now, how wide did he go? Is that?
It's a nice line.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell from this replay as well. It looks clean. It's just without being on board. It's hard to really judge. Oh, he's. Oh, I think he's
yeah,
in the grass there.
Yeah, I don't think this.
So that, because there's not much time left in quali,
I think
so I'm surprised with Barters not setting anything much quicker than what he's already set there.
Should we go down with? We'll go down with James May.
James May.
Oh my dear Lord! What livery has he got on there?
He's looks like he's stolen Dave Perel's Ferrari, and hopefully his skills as well. So we'll see. We'll see what Jordan's got, but he's about 5.2 off the pace. That's 5 seconds off the pace. So hopefully he can go a little bit quicker, because he's got the ultimate paint job with Dave Perel's. He's even got the number, so curious. Has he hired him? No, it's the rolling chicane. HSV,
is he on a quick lap? Oh, he's up in second at the moment. HSV is. I wonder if this is going to be a valid one, or I've just jumped up with HSV now just to see if he is on a quick one. Now 52. Has 52 got any significance for Australian racers?
Oh, not that I'm aware of.
See,
I'm keen, I'm not that keen.
No,
unless it's 05.
If you're British, 52 was James Tosland's racing number for World Superbikes.
Maybe HSV's on the same wavelength. I'm not too sure. Maybe he's a fan. But he's about to cross the start-finish. See what he's got. So Andrelli's pipped him for second, so he needs to go faster if he wants to hold that second spot. No
improvement there.
Hopefully he can keep on for another one. Andrelli's got second though. He's got that Audi moving. Surprised Barters. I don't know where Barters is, but he's usually pretty quick around here. And he loves that Audi.
Bruce is normally quicker than that as well. Got some people out of position at the moment. John hasn't got a valid lap in yet.
True. Well, it's the beers and bongs. Like we just hope that he's got the right mixture in him and can give us a bit of a show up the front of the field.
Right, who should we jump in with? Who are we expecting to see make a move?
John, speak of the devil. He looks quick. Right, he's yet to set a lap, so maybe
let's jump in with John then.
Jump on.
In his SLM livery.
So it's that green is soon to be orange, is it not? I'm surprised it's not orange already. With the Phoenix colours, you know?
Yeah.
Black and orange.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they're just going to run the black and orange just for the challenge.
But someone told me John bleeds black and orange.
No, black and green.
Black and green, okay.
Yeah.
So he's winding up for 130R. And he sent it, took a lot of curb there, but kept it in one piece. Coming to the last chicane.
What time he's...
Felt like doing a couple of skid style points. I'll give you that, John. But we need at least one. we need at least one hot lap from you, mate. So
maybe
it's either that or it's last to first challenge, because he's going to struggle to get a lap in. One too many, you reckon?
One beer too deep. Yeah, maybe.
Apparently that's not a thing in Queensland. But he'll be struggling to get a lap in there, in all honesty. The track is still fast, so I'm not too sure. I haven't seen any of these qualifying sessions so far dip into the optimum track conditions, which is interesting because, you know, I'm sure Gallo would be getting into the 2 minutes.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Area if it was an optimum track.
Right, so who are we expecting a proper time from? So Bardas is still sat that same gap back. He's not improved.
No.
Who have we got?
This is interesting.
Where?
But he's about to. Looks like he might be finishing a hot lap or it's an outlap. I'm not too sure.
Right,
Be an outlap,
let's
actually.
jump in with Barders and we'd expect to see him up there.
I think he was in the pit, so that might have just been an outlap, but he's on a hot lap now. Either way, he hasn't improved. Andrelli's done well for himself.
He has. He's
P2
sat in the
so
pit,
far.
so I think he's like, thank you very much, gentlemen. That'll do me.
I know the feeling. It's sort of, oh, I'm not going to get any faster than that. I'll settle for that. So that's a good time in comparison.
So what does George... Right, so maybe it was a fluke last week for George, then. He doesn't seem to be there this week.
See, too many wines last night, not enough beers today.
Yes.
So it was it was the beers that gave him the courage that he needed.
Dutch courage.
So yeah, it looks like Barders is trying really hard. He went quite wide there out of that last Degner.
Oh, we've missed that. Look, Skills just popped in.
Oh, yeah, that's not a surprise really. Everyone's really close from second, third, well, second and third especially, but second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. They're all quite close there.
Yeah, we just need to see Gallo in the Jag to level it out a bit.
No, this is the carrot, dangling the carrot for everyone to chase. Yeah, no, the carrot soon disappears.
Right, as soon as Barders crosses a line, we'll jump in. Oh, John still hasn't set a lap. He's going to be starting from the back.
He will be. Next to his mate Brian. Oh, Barders took a lot of curve there. He's lagging all over the joint on my screen.
Yeah.
See what he's got.
Has he cracked it? Has he cracked it?
No, it doesn't look... Oh, yes,
he has.
He has.
Took nearly half a second off.
Yeah, wow. But he got in there by the skin
of his teeth. Right, let's see if we can jump in with John. Is he out
I don't think
there?
he's got enough time. He hasn't got enough time.
He's out on the track.
He is, but I think you'll find the session.
Yeah, I think it depends on how many people are still out on track.
Well, there's a few still out on track. I don't know. I've had some funny like times where it's just
it just bins out.
On my last hot lap, and it says nope. That'll do ya. But John, he does need that lap though.
Oh, we missed it again. We should have jumped in with Skill. Skills pipped Barders.
He's pipped him. Wow. It's hard to follow it all. Action coming from left, right, and centre. So, John, is he going to get any form of numbers on the quali board?
Is he going to set a valid time? Come on.
Well, it must be valid because he's not backing out. Oh, he got it. He got it in
himself
there.
Up to 7th. It's off the pace, but
it's some numbers.
Yeah.
It's not dead last. So that will. Who am I stuck on? I'm stuck on John.
Yeah, I'm stuck on John.
So
too.
we'll watch the start from John, which is not too bad considering he could have been last, and we would have been watching the back of the pack.
Yeah, at least we'll be watching from the middle, I suppose.
Yeah, look, T1, that Suzuka's probably, it's not that bad. It can be a little scary on cold tyres though. It's not your Monza.
Right.
So Gallo, yeah, he's untouchable up there as per usual. Trying to gives the boys some hope in the Discord, and then quickly snatches that away from them. $15 tonight, not too bad. Missing a few, unfortunately. Work commitments. No one likes that. especially on a Sunday. Because I'm sure Albert and Glenn would have been up there. But yeah, no, I'm impressed with the skill. He's got P2 on the grid there, so should do well. He's got the outside line into T1 though.
30 seconds.
By the looks of things.
Right, let's watch the start of this.
Bruce is off the pace. Usually I would have thought he would have been up there sort of mid-pack. So that those McLarens seem to be
10 seconds.
No good around here. And Kamango, he's usually a bit better than that.
Soon see how the boys get on.
Oh, John's he's already made a place, or has he fallen asleep at the wheel? Where's he going? He's trying to psych the boys out, I think.
Just got to make sure you're in that box, or very close to being in that box.
Well, I know on the PC they say the game can sometimes freak out if you mess around on the lineup. Ready to go green.
Who's going to get the run here?
Oh, and we've all got to remember that we've got cold tyres. So it is a tricky corner actually.
It's horrible on the first lap,
yeah,
especially when you're bunched.
It definitely creates some spinners.
Here we go. John's already poking
he's
his
got a
nose
good jump.
out.
He's got a jump on HSV. No. Oh,
Barders.
Lagged straight into. He just lagged straight into me out of the track. That was a bit interesting, but for the most part, that's very clean. Oh, we got someone off in the background. It's a McLaren.
That was one of the McLarens. That might have been Bruce or Kamangu. But yeah, it looks as if Barders
that's that cold tyres.
Looks like Barders has had a DC.
Yeah, he's lagged out. Unfortunately. That's a bit of a bummer. We've got so John, where does he? He's up behind Andrelli. I think he's jumped a few people there. Look at that. He's up to P4. So from P7 up to P4. He might be on a mission tonight. Might have just ripped Billy. We don't know. We're not 100% certain.
Alright, so skill as you would expect.
We got Satan spams.
Oh! Does he come back out clean?
I'm not too sure if we got a tap there. From the rear.
So yeah, Barders has now gone from the timing screen, so...
Jump. Oh, wait
for the completion of one lap. So the biggest mover has been John from 7th to 4th.
Gallo's already almost a second in front. So it didn't take him long. Hopefully skill can keep it within a second. Keep him thinking.
Nice to see some different names there though, with Andrelli up in podium positions at the moment.
Andrelli's, he had a good quali there.
Right.
He's liking the Audi around Suzuka.
So let's sort
this
out.
And John, P7 to P4. Well done, brother.
Let's sort this out. I'm going to have to cut over to one of the older intros and then sort this PlayStation out. So
I'll keep an eye on Johnny boy.
Cut it over.
Yeah. So
think the intro I've put on is a bit too loud.
Give it all you can.
Right, we'll cut back over. So where are we? Now complete 2 laps. Gallo out front. Skill a second behind. Andrelli just over half a second further back.
Yeah, Skill let Gallo jump out over a second and seemed to get him back under a second, but now it looks like he's going back over a second again, so might be some consistency going on there for one of those two, but hopefully Skill can keep it to about a second to keep the boys thinking, you know, or keep the boys thinking Gallo, the alien.
Right, so what battles have we got, buddy? Oh, look at that. Satan Spam is all over Brian's hoop. Looks to be about the closest battle we have at the moment. Obviously, we saw Satan had a bit of a spin into the hairpin earlier on, so he's obviously on a recovery mission.
I'm just loading back in.
He's another one he's currently living and working in Malaysia. Has got himself a PC, so I'd be expecting as soon as he's up to speed, he'll probably be hitting us up to find out where we're racing on the PC. Ooh.
More the merrier.
Nearly lost his tail there. It does look the size of a bus, that Bentley, doesn't it? In comparison to all the other cars. So,
land yacht.
Come here, I'm going to eat you.
It's almost like you've got to erect a mast or something and set sail.
So he's just showing
the land.
Oh, he showed Brian his nose, and Brian lost his nerve. Well, that's how it appeared from the outside. Here we go. Tabasco is on the back of Dask. So we'll jump up there, see what's happening up there. He's closed even further still. So 2 Audis sat in close proximity. But it looks like business as usual. Gallo's got a nice little cushion.
Bit of a conga line going on. There's no battles going on.
Not really at the moment. I mean, John is closing up to Andrelli now. It's just come within a second.
Tabasco and Dask.
Yeah, that's what I'm sat with Tabasco at the moment. So yeah, he's pulled. Oh, we've had an off.
Had an off.
Who was that?
Oh, we've got heavy damage there. Someone in the Merc. Who's the other one in the Merc there?
Might have been GRT.
He's got heavy damage on the front end there.
So I wonder if he lost it through 130. It's a shame we can't be everywhere at the moment. But yeah, Tabasco's maintaining that same sort of gap. I think John's had a moment as well. John's really
dropped off.
Someone's off on the side.
Oh, Tabasco's all over the back of Dask. Oh, he's keeping him honest anyway.
Yep.
2 Audis.
Here he. Oh, I thought he was going to try and squeeze it there.
Force a mistake.
He's forced it.
Oh, he's got the move done. Well done. All you got to do is make him think.
That's a scary place to make a pass.
John better get worried because Dask looks like he's on a mission.
Well, I mean, it looked as if it was Tabasco that was like pushing.
Oh, sorry, yeah, sorry, I was looking at the time sheet. It's Tabasco. It hasn't updated, has it? Not for me.
No. So yeah, he looks like he's pushing. So old Johnny boy better put that beer down and put his foot down.
But the S gets so close. Just lean over on the straight, Johnny boy. You'll be right. You gotta stay hydrated. It's hot in Queensland. So we haven't got. There's not much going on because it's such a long track for people to sort of break away, you know.
Yeah, and one mistake.
Yeah, and then out of that slipstream, and you know, it's really hard to sort of keep up with some people.
So in the podium positions at the moment, we have Gallo, Skill, and HSV. HSV is always hovering around those kinds of positions.
He is. He's always playing it as well. But he's doing very well.
He is.
So Brian's jumped up a few positions by the looks of things.
Yeah, Brian in the top 10. George in the top 10.
Oh, it looks like he's doing a bit of Tokyo drifting in that Nissan though. I just went over to him and a bit of opposite lock going on.
So is George closing in on Brian?
Possibly.
Or did Brian go past George?
I don't know. This is actually a good question.
What's it?
I think
2.1. Right, so I'll keep an eye on that. We'll see if George is closing or dropping off. So we know Satan Spam come past Brian and he's gapped him considerably. So what have we got going on? There isn't anything that close. Skill's now 3.4 seconds back from Gallo. HSV a further 8.5 back. Then John put the beer down. There's a further 4 back. So let's wait for this to update so we can find out what is going on with George. George is dropping back from Brian.
Yeah.
So I don't know if let's just jump in with the old boy. See
Satan
if he's
Spam
picked up
looks like
some damage.
he's had a spin.
He has. I just jumped in with George, and George has just come past Satan Spam then.
Prince is doing. He's doing pretty well as well. Up in 7th there.
Let's see how he's getting on then. Let's jump in with Prince for a lap. Seems strange to see him in a Lambo.
Yeah.
Just got so used to seeing him in the Ferrari. I don't know if it was just for a change or he felt the Ferrari was lacking somewhere. I don't know.
Well, the Lambo is good. Used to be the car you didn't go for, did you? Because it was, or was that the Trofeo one?
Oh,
I don't know that one.
The Super Trofeo. Oh my god. Such a lovely car. Not.
Teaches you though how to crash into a wall, no? At Monza. He's definitely on a mission after dusk. So
yeah, is he closing in on him?
Well, dusk is definitely dropping off the pace. So
let's see. So 1.5.
Might
Let's see
make
when
for
it
an
updates.
interesting battle.
So is he closing or not? It looks closer. It's not though. Yeah, he's dropped some time to him. I thought he was actually closing. No, fresh on
Fresh
dusk.
has dropped. Yeah. And so, Andrelli, what's happened to Andrelli? Because
Andrelli must have had a real bad off earlier in the race, because yeah, he was sat right up there, and he's 2 laps down now, so he must have taken some damage and pitted.
That's a bit unfortunate.
We are halfway through. Keep pushing.
Bit like Barter's doing some levitating into T.
Yeah,
straight off the track.
I don't think he's very happy with his service provider at the moment. We'll just have to wait to see if he's got a business contract with said company, and there may well be a complaint coming Geordie's way. Being a representative for said communications company. For legal reasons, we will not name that company.
That's, I mean, we get, yeah. Apparently it was his PS5 though, so
yeah.
I don't know. It sucks either way.
I mean, the best bet, in all honesty, is to go hardwired, but sometimes you don't have that luxury.
True. So everyone's sparsely spaced out everywhere. Where we've got Fresh Prince, he's that's probably the closest battle going on. The hunt for dusk. I do like.
So it has closed up now.
Car. It has. It's less than a second. So maybe Prince had a little bit of a moment. I think he's he's definitely got Dusk worried.
Gathered his thoughts, wiped the brown stuff out of his shorts, and he's pushing again.
Might need some extra tinting for that shiny, bright green paint job. He'd be blinded. He's just right on that second gap.
It doesn't seem to be changing a great deal, does it? Now, John is closing up a little bit on HSV.
Yeah.
But it looks as if everyone's fallen further back, to be honest, because the gap from Gallo to Skill it has increased. The gap between HSV and Skill has remained roughly the same. So it looks as if both Skill and HSV have lost time on Gallo, and maybe John's just eaten into some of that. But we've got Satan Spam is now closing back up onto Kamangu. Kamangu looks as if he's closing in on George. Let's jump in with Kamangu and we'll see if we can see if there's a point where we can have 3 cars in the shot. And there we go. So they're all desperate to make sure that George doesn't have a top 10 finish. Everyone's ganging up on him.
So the old Perel livery's just hanging in there. Looks like Kamangu had a big lock up into the chicane.
Yeah, which is
going to give
close Satan Spam up. Yeah.
Especially with the legs the boat has.
Just trying to break that toe. The only thing is the Bentley is not good on the brakes, so you're not likely to see a last minute dive.
No.
Or the Boatley
punt. Oh,
George! He's shaking his tail feather.
Now we've got some action. The rolling chicane is panicking. He felt the pressure.
Let's see if he sticks his blinkers on. He normally does.
Which one?
Oh, he's gone defensive.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh! Kamangu's off.
He went defensive, and I think Kamangu was like, what's happening?
Different line into the deck. No. Now Satan Spam's all over the back of Geordie. I think he's just giving it up. No,
he's holding on. So that looks like GRT, who's a lapped car at the moment, is sat right in the middle of World War III.
Well, you know, even a couple of laps down, he's hanging around, looking for some good racing.
Well, when you put the time into the game, it's a shame that if something goes wrong so early on.
He's got a run on him. Look how fast his Bentley is compared to that. He had to get off the gas there. Probably not the best place to go side by side is through 130R.
Right, let's centre the cam on Geordie, because we'll see everyone in.
I would go back a bit to Spam. Pick the car in the middle.
Yeah, not a bad speech actually.
Oh, it looks like
GRT's on.
GRT.
He is.
He's made the move work.
He's like, I want to unlap myself.
He knows he's faster. He must have had a big moment because he was basically missing a bonnet coming down to the chicane. Oh! He's brake checking people.
Oh no! Carnage.
That's a bit unfortunate. It looked like Geordie somehow parked it up on the apex, or GRT was going too fast. But yeah, that was.
It's hard to say, but
that was a solid hit through. Some yeah. Can't watch the replay, so hard to judge. So, and Gallows opened his lead up to over 10 seconds.
Further. Yeah, John's slipped further back on HSV.
Looks like, so wait, who? Oh, Tabasco. No, he's dropped back even further from John.
So Kamangu is now on the back of George again. So maybe George was a bit rattled. Yeah, it looked as if it looked as if he maybe broke too much. That caught GRT out. GRT tapped him. Satan Spam then collected
Oh,
GRT, and it was just
snowball.
yeah. But we'll see if we have any submissions. You got to give me some work, boys.
Get angry.
Oh! Yeah, Kamangu overshot the turn and has just lost out a bit to George there.
I think George is missing a few body panels.
Right, Fresh is still sat that same gap back from Darsk. And
yeah, he sort of drops away, he closes it up. He's, you know, it's one of those things where people are faster than you in certain parts of the track, and it therefore makes it near impossible to actually get past unless they have make a mistake. But he's all over the rear end of him.
Yeah, I think Kamangu's driving angry at the moment.
Look at Prince.
Prince is all over the back. I just want to see if Kamangu manages to get this done on George, because George is the cork in the bottle at the moment.
He's dropped off a bit now.
Right, let's jump up with Fresh, and hopefully we don't miss. Oh, Satan Spam's back up on him as well. So George, I think the rolling chicane is the cork in the bottle for a couple of drivers out there. The camera's now caught up. We're now with Fresh.
Yeah, he's quick. He's definitely got him in Sector 1. He's a lot faster than him, but Darsk seems to pull away. Sector 2, Sector 3.
Well, definitely Sector 3 is dependent on the top end of the car, and the Audi generally is pretty quick in a straight line, and as it's stretched out again. So I found from driving the Lambo, you had to be pretty high on the wing to get her to stick. So yeah, through the twisty sections it looks as if that Lambo's bloody quick, but as soon as you can open it up a bit, that's when the Audi stretches her legs. So Satan Spam's had another off, he's in the pits. Kamangu has dropped off as well, so I wonder if there was another tangle. It's definitely no holds barred racing further down the field. But George is only a second and a half off the back of Brian now, so I wonder if Brian's had a few moments.
Few.
Yeah, for it to change so dramatically, I mean, it was considerable with oh no, George has dropped off again. Unless there's something funky going on with our timing screen. Right, where should we jump? Let's jump up. Where should we jump to? We haven't been in with Gallo. Let's give Gallo a lap. Let's see if these boys can watch the replay and see how one is supposed to drive around Suzuka. Always looks like he's gone too quick in there, and he always manages to hold it. Nice and smooth through the hairpin. Just looks so smooth and effortless for Gallo. The car doesn't seem to buck and weave and slide. I suppose when you've got the sort of gap that he opens up on people, you can afford to relax a little bit. It's a shame we can't actually see what lap times he's actually turning at the moment. Well, you flash it.
All right, man. The leader
There
is
we
on
go.
the
He starts the final lap.
push.
Flashing for the cameras. It's a bit premature. But I think it's safe to say that he's got the job done. We seem to have lost our co-commentator. Notice, did you have to dash off to the loo or something?
I'm eating.
He's always eating. I'm sure my co-commentator's got worms.
I'm sorry, it's dinner time. I thought I'd be polite and, like, you know, mute myself.
Puts on mute because he
eats. Look at Fresh Prince. He's made a move on the last lap.
Has he?
Oh, he's run down to the line. Seriously. Who's he get? Oh, shit. Oh, it's not the last lap, second lap.
No, yeah, just about to start their final lap. So,
side by side.
Has he got it done? Right, he's got it done. Now, can he hold it? He's just got to hold on for the rest of this lap now. Right, where's Gallo at the moment? Is he going to make... Through this section, he should open up a bit of a gap. And then we'll probably see Darsk closing up on him as we get to the longer power section.
I think he's dropping off. He's conceding defeat.
Well, no, through this sector in particular, this is where the Lamborghini was quick and was always closing on him. So I'd have expected to see it stretch out a little bit here.
Leader has finished the race.
Oh, yes.
Ah, we missed Gallo.
That Audi is good on the brakes, though, isn't it? He just closed up the gap into the hairpin. But then the run out of it.
Right, we'll
punch
just
out of corners.
Quickly jump back. We'll see. There we go. Skills just completed his race. HSV, he's coming up to finish the lower step on the podium. John actually closed up on him quite considerably there. We've got Tabasco. He looks as if he's got a considerable gap on Fresh and Darsk, so we'll quickly jump back there. Is it closing up? No, it looks like Fresh has got that done. There we go. Tabasco's just finished 5th.
Well done to Fresh for that second last lap move.
Yep. And here we go. Right on his tail.
Well done.
Good effort, boys. So Fresh and Darsk, that was a good battle all the way through.
It was. Is there going to be some epic stunts into T1 to celebrate?
Or is Darsk angry with him? Is he going to punt him off now the race is finished?
Do you lose safety for that? I think you do.
Yeah, you do. Oh, Fresh is... Oh, I don't know if he looked a bit nervous of it. Maybe he thought that Darsk was going to have him.
Nah. That was good racing by those boys. And John, he started from 7th, finished 4th, but I'm pretty sure he made all those moves within the first 3 corners.
Yes.
On lap 1.
So unfortunately, what did we have? So John, that's John's Audi that was registered in 15th, and 81, that's Barda's, unfortunately. So Barda's, as he did start the race, will be classified as 15th. Right, so unfortunately,
we got Brian. He ended up P8, Geordie P9. How did he? So he managed to hold off.
Yeah, no, Brian was sat in 8th for most of that race. And yeah, it was the battle was between Geordie, Kamangu, and Satan spam.
Green light. Go, go, go.
GRT came in there to try and unlap himself, but Geordie denied it.
Yeah, it's difficult to
know
what went on there, but I mean we've told the boys, map your save button.
So
right.
basically, GRT protest. Come on.
Yeah.
Rooting for you, mate. So
right.
jumping out, getting their. Is it? They just jump out and jump back into this one?
I believe I might be qualifying for the GT4s. So what I'm going to
here we
do.
Go. They're coming in now.
Is
roll the.
I'll put the new one on, so we can just have a watch of that, and then I'll start. Or actually, no. What I'll do. Yeah, I will. So this is our new intro from Kamangu. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of a longer one. And what I'll do is I'll give myself a blue screen. It's lovely when that happens.
Why is my drive button flashing?
I don't know, mate.
Tear some laps, eh?
Right, there we go.
Who's this drifting? Oh, Kamangu.
Oh yeah, I think Kamangu's killed himself. I tried to go to him and the camera won't find him.
Yeah, I saw him do a big 46 drift off the track. I was running while he was in the Audi and I was like, that's right, we're on GT4.
So it looks like Barders has called it a night. I thought he would have tried his connection issues out and seen if he could get back in. But we have lost another runner. So if we lost for the GT4's GRT. So GRT obviously doesn't like the GT4s. So we know in the GT4s, John is very handy. Obviously we're missing Albert this week, who would normally probably be pushing that BM as hard as he can. So who's going to be the first with a valid lap? Who's on a hot lap? So everyone's blue. We'll jump in with skills. Looks like he might have just started his flyer. Actually, looking at the leaderboard, what did we have last race? It was Gallo followed by Skill, wasn't it? So looking at the current leaderboard, Gallo will now top the list. Skill will leapfrog Albert.
He can probably sit the season out now.
Sorry?
He can probably sit the rest of the season out now.
No. No, he's only just jumped. He's only just jumped Albert because of that last race. Although he has missed a round, so the gap, yeah. The gap is about a race, I think.
Right. So Albert can afford to miss.
No, no, Albert's missing this round, so Albert needs to
do well next week.
Yeah. So yeah, as it looks at the moment, it looks as if Gallo's going to jump to the top of the table. He's going to be Skill is going to be sat behind him, and then it will be Albert. Obviously, Glenn has missed this round, so HSV. Actually, HSV might jump up to third. So Albert might drop a few positions here.
He's doing really well in this league, HSV.
Yeah, no, he's consistent. He's always there or thereabouts. But yeah, it's hard to try and work out this table on the fly.
Yeah, so all over the joint. So what's a good time here for the GT4? Apparently it's
generally 10 seconds off.
So a 2:10 is super fast?
Although this, yeah, I mean, although this is it's a power circuit, isn't it? You know, you've got those long straights, so maybe 12 seconds off? 12, 13 seconds off maybe.
See what John puts in.
So Skills in with a 2:14.2. We're currently sat. There we go, Gallo 2:13. And Skills just about to finish this lap.
So it must be around about the 12 mark then, eh?
Yeah, I'd say on a power circuit, yeah, you're looking about 12 seconds, but on a, you know, something like Brands or Laguna, you're looking at like about 10, yeah.
Yeah. So it's almost an Audi Cup.
Yeah, it seems to be that way. I think we all knew that it was going to be that way, though.
The easiest to drive. I was not a fan of the Porsche, I must admit.
No.
GT4.
Too twitchy. Right, so we got Gallo at the top of the sheet. We got Skill just a second back from him. People are now starting to cross the line. Let's jump in with John. So where's John on the lap now?
130R.
So we'll see
coming up to it.
This should be his first valid lap, which will give us the opportunity to sit in with him to see.
Oh, he's getting pretty close to the grass there, the sand. You can soak up all that curb on the last chicane there. Almost feels like a corner cut track limit, but it allows you to take a lot of it. What's he got for us?
GT4s you can climb.
Might not have been valid.
Over.
I don't think that was valid, or
nope.
It might have been an outlap. Who knows?
But hats off to Gallo. I mean, he went with the Merc for the GT4s, and to be honest, it isn't the quickest. I think
the GT4.
Yeah, I think from what we've seen, it seems to be the BM has got the longest legs. Then the Audi seems to be multi-purpose and is always fast. The Porsche, to me, it just feels too difficult to set up, and I can't really extract anything from it.
It's very heavy in the rear end.
But then, yeah, he seems to get on with the Merc okay. I did like the Aston. I like the feel of the Aston, but I don't know about its
the
pace.
Ginetta?
The Ginetta apparently is awesome for your shorter tracks, but anything that's got power demand on it, she ain't got any legs.
Right.
So I think that's why we're going to see Fresh not fighting in his usual
into
positions.
The 12s now. He's into the 12s, 12.8.
Yeah.
So we got John coming up to 130R, just past it. So take 2 for his hot lap. All the curb again, and some. Hopefully he can set a time. Only 4 minutes left. What's he got? Oh.
Right, so he jumps right. Yeah, so right, John's on one. He's on a mission. 36 thousandths off of Gallo. Has he got fuel to keep on going for another lap?
Well, you'd hope he'd put enough fuel in for the whole qualifying session, but he looks like he's on another flyer. He's taken all the track and some again.
It does. I'm just jumping to HSV.
I think he might have just screwed his lap. He was a bit sideways.
What, HSV or John was?
John.
Yeah, someone else has just bailed there. I think that was, yeah, Bruce just returned to pits. what's HSV got on this lap? So he's currently 1.9 off. No, it sounds like he's backed off. That doesn't sound like that's
we've got
streaming.
Don't know if Skill's on a hot one, but he's coming up to the start-finish.
Is he cutting it in tight or 1.389?
He's a bit off the pace there. Nah.
Right, so that was either slower or invalid. Right, he's pushing. He's out on the curbs.
Yeah, one, you know, tiny little wrong move on this track, get your line wrong, and especially, you know, you're qualifying, your laps ruined.
Yeah, overcook it in the S's, you've lost half a second.
Yeah, and you just basically got to wait for the next lap.
I'd say a lot of... Oh, yeah, off he goes. Oh, he's parked right underneath the camera, so it was rumbling. John has equalled Gallo's time. He took 36, or was it 36,000 off. Right, we'll sit in with John because I think he's got the bit between his teeth. He wants this.
Well, the exact time, that's pretty cool. I like saying that.
Right, I reckon we're in for a bit of a feisty one here. Bit of a fiery one.
Who starts up the front? I guess it would be Gallo.
Gallo, because he set the time first.
They should just put John up alongside him, you know?
John's got some toe.
He's got toe, has he?
He's got toe.
I see.
So he's praying that Satan still goes quick and is just punching that hole for him.
Yeah. He looks to be doing okay so far. Maybe they're in cahoots. Maybe they're on chat together.
Yeah.
You give me toe this lap, and I'll give it to you the next.
Well, is he close enough though? What's the gap between the two?
Yeah,
It looks close enough.
That
yeah, it looks
he'll get pulled along here.
Yeah, he should do, shouldn't he?
Oh, he's let him through.
It's given him enough of a.
Did he have?
If he's taken all the curb through 130R. Apex and exit. Oof. Love the aggressive
It must still be on for him because he's
got his foot pinned. He's cutting that tight line. See what he's got.
Has he done it?
I don't know. No. So
you don't get much tighter than that, though.
Well, you quite literally do not.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah, good lap by John there. Well, he had two good laps there, technically, because that one that was 36 thousandths off him.
Yeah,
that was a good lap, and he backed it up with an even better one. He was almost third time's the charm, but not enough.
So Gallo will be leading us again. Will he still be in front at T1 though? Will John try and get the move done very early? And
we saw what he did in the GT3 race. So he must like Suzuka on cold tyres.
Yeah, a bit like Albert.
Yeah.
Quick start, get the job done early.
You win it into T1 apparently.
Stewart's inquiry.
Especially at Monza. I love how everybody's brakes are glowing in the pits.
Yeah.
So I'm on John. Are you stuck on John?
Yes. Yeah.
Alright, cool.
So we'll try and do the same again. We will start the race. We'll probably finish the first lap, and then get our blue screen. It's a shame that it does this. So is that more have dropped out? There's only 11 have set a time.
True, so
who's got... So Brian's disappeared from the list.
Yeah, we've lost a couple though, haven't we?
Yeah, it looked as if we were going to have 13 for this because GRT had dropped. Obviously,
Oh,
no, here we go. Brian is on the grid. So it's just no time set. So, well, let's see. Is John going to try and hang it round the outside into T1? Is he going to try and cut back?
Stay tuned to find out. Hopefully he's just, I don't know, what do you reckon? Beer? No, you quick swig of the beer.
No, to be honest.
Roll a ciggy.
Looking at how he
That's what he's doing now. That's his setup.
That's
his setup. The ultimate setup. He's frantically getting his setup ready.
He's just lay off.
You got skills
just for one day. Go for it. Go for it.
30 seconds.
No, but it's just a matter of finding that right level, you know, and just keeping it there. You can go a bit too hard too soon. But yeah, I think John's skill, HSV, Satan Spam, Dask, Tabasco, Andrelli, who's like really the top 10. Should be make for some close racing, I reckon.
Yeah, let's see how this pans out. I mean, Andrelli's a bit further down than I'd have thought. What else we got?
Sounds like
Kamangu's right. Yeah, Kamangu's right at the back.
Yeah, I don't know if he gets along with the GT4s. I didn't really. Oh, John's see, I told you he's right. He's rolling the smoke. He's rolling the smoke.
He's trying to steer with his knees. He's trying to have a swig of his beer while rolling the smoke with the other hand.
Priorities, Bob. Come on. He's ready. Looks like he's ready now. Hopefully not a little too ready, because it looks like he's almost jumped start. No. That'd be good when the camera. Yeah, there we go.
Right, so here we go. Let's wait for this green light.
Green. Go. Oh, someone's got a drive through. Who's that?
53.
HSV.
Oh, so he was out of position. Oh,
John.
He's back. No, yeah, no. Gallo backed out. I think
he was
because
up on
even skill was.
He was up on the curb. Look, Gallo was up on the curb for some reason. Well, you called it. John around the outside, you know. That's all. He's a little too eager on the gas pedal and the cold tyres. I just saw he had a bit of a moment.
Right now, is he gonna?
This should make for a good battle.
Is he gonna get the bit between his teeth and just try to gallop straight away?
Well, what he's also got to do is get his elbows out and get a bit defensive with Gallo. He's got to show Gallo who's boss.
Or try and break it. So
well, I mean, trying to break away from Gallo is
nails.
A bit of an ask. But let's just say he's not going anywhere.
I've only ever done it at Laguna. And that was
in the sandpit.
That was a sweaty race.
Any race at Laguna tends to be sweaty, even if it's just pre-practice hot lapping.
Let's see.
So it looks like John does like this Audi.
He does.
GT4 Audi.
Just depends on what legs the Merc has got down here, but it looks as if the Audi's... Is it stretching it?
He's definitely, just far enough away from that slipstream to sort of drag him back in. So,
here we go.
It's about consistency now for John.
Yeah.
Those quick laps need to come one after another, the whole race. So there's no more leaning over for beers, mate.
Yeah, let's see this one through, Johnny boy. So there we go. He's got a nice little gap actually. So
he's up to almost a second.
So HSV has taken his drive through immediately.
Yeah, I'd get rid of it straight away, but unfortunately that's basically his race over. Hopefully he can fight back for a top 10 finish.
Yeah, I don't know how much he'll... Yeah, it'll drop him to the back, but hopefully he won't be too far off. He's back out the pits already.
No, is he? Okay,
yeah. So he's back out.
11th.
Right.
So yeah, top 10. I'll put him in there for a 7th place finish, to be honest.
Let's just chuck this over, and I'll jump out and back in.
All right, I'll keep an eye on the front here. Oh, it looks like John and Gallo are breaking away from skill slightly. John will be sweating now because Gallo's got a bit of a run on him. Down the back straight into 130R. Oh, he's quick through there though, John. Full commitment. Yeah, he looks like he means business. How long is the race? It's a 30-minute race, so hopefully John can see it out.
Be nice to see him manage it.
Looks like we've got Geordie up the backside of Brian. He's a 10th. Apparently the timing sheet tells me he's a 10th behind Brian, so that's fairly close. And now all of a sudden it's updated to a second, so something's happened there. But Gallows, yeah, maybe he's just toying with John. Yeah.
Go.
Just wants to test John. Saying that, John's breaking away again, up to about a second.
Here we go. We're back
he's
with
quick.
the
He's
racing.
quick through. He's quick through those Degnas, though, isn't he? Gallo, full send.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be back. I'll be back.
Right, so I'm sat with John at the moment, with Gallo in close proximity. He's living in his basement.
Yep.
Got 2 seconds back to skill. We know skill will be consistent, so if these two slip at the top, skill will be there. He'll have it. Got Satan Spam is having a good showing in this one. He's sat in 4th at the moment. Just jump in with him in one of the hardest cars to set up, in my humble opinion. Then we've got Kamango in 5th, Andrelli in 6th, Brian back in 7th, and Geordie. Actually, we'll jump in with Geordie because there seems to be a big battle between Brian, Geordie, and Tabasco. In fact, something's happened there. Geordie has had Brian. But it does look as if Geordie's sporting some front-end modifications on his Audi. So I don't know if that's
the new designed aero.
Yeah. So I don't know if he's decided to lighten the car on Brian, because Brian's flashing at him wildly.
What, there might have been a moment with them paint?
Well, I don't know. There's damage on the front and the rear of Geordie's car, so. And Brian's flashing at him, so I don't know. But Tabasco was with them as well, and he's now in last, so it's hard to say what's gone on. Yes. Oh, Gallows had John, so I don't know if there's been a mistake there or.
Missed it.
But John.
How much? What's the time?
So nearly 1.5 seconds between Gallows up front. Yeah, I think so.
He must have at the moment, John.
So we've got Gallo up front again, followed by John.
Satan Spam's doing pretty good in the Porsche there.
Yeah, he's looks like he might be closing up on skill actually.
Yeah.
But there must have been carnage at the start, or in the first lap at least, because there's a massive gap from the top 4. It's like 5.5 seconds back to Kamangu. Andrelli is sat pretty close to him. Brian is sat half a second off of Bruce now. So Brian's slipped 2 positions since we were last looking at his car. But yeah, it looks pretty steady up the front, or the top 4 at least. The gap is expanding back to Kamangu, who has Andrelli hunting him down. Obviously these pair are,
you got
good
HSV.
mates.
HSV's hunting Brian down.
Let's jump in with HSV. So yeah, it looks if looks as if Brian's car is a bit slippery. Oh, I thought he was going to try and hang it round the outside there.
It's like John's closed the gap to Gallo again.
Yes. Yeah, it's closed up again. So yeah, it must have been a moment.
Was he reaching for the beer?
Yeah, or he dropped a load of ash in his lap. Right, so HSV is, he dropped a little bit to Brian there. We'll jump up with Andretti, because he was and is still hanging on to the back of Kamangu. And it looks as if HSV has just closed up on Brian again.
Yeah. But Brian's flashing his lights.
Is he still
He's just every chance he can get, he seems to be flashing his lights.
Right, let's jump up with
Oh,
John.
he's just
Has he gone for it?
He's just killed someone. I think it was Bruce. He just ended the chicane. He was never pulling that car up. Never. But he used.
That.
He used. I think it was Bruce. Unless it was Geordie. Wait. Anyway.
Well, Geordie's up in 8th. See what's going on here. So HSV is all over the back of Bruce. Yeah, Bruce looks as if he's sporting some damage. HSV looks like he's sporting some damage. So there must have been lots that we missed in the opening lap. Fresh is in the pits, so I'm wondering if that's more to do with the car, because
he's not a fan.
I don't think he's enjoying being in that car, especially on
it's
the.
Hard to. It is hard to adapt, in my opinion, from driving style of one car, i.e. the GT3, and then into the GT4.
Yeah, no,
tricky for some to adapt, and I was one. I couldn't adapt to it that well anyway.
No, I couldn't. Not in the Porsche. I did all right in the Audi, but no, the Porsche, no.
Well, the Audi, I think, is popular.
Yeah. Looks like John's dropped off again from Gallo, but Satan Spam is
closing up on skill.
Yeah, appears to be. And Andrelli is at Kamangu. Have these two?
Yeah, okay.
These two mates. Yeah, they've swapped positions, haven't they?
Maybe they're leapfrogging, trying to catch Satan Spam, maybe.
See if they can share another bottle of Iraqi port. Was it Iraqi port?
I think so. It was port. Doesn't matter where it came from. Port. It's same everywhere, isn't it?
It looks as if Brian has dropped out, so the damage on his car must have been terminal.
Who's that? Sorry.
Brian has dropped out.
Oh, okay.
Paulie has also picked up on the fact that it seems to be the Audi Cup.
That it is. That's why I'm impressed with Satan Spam. He's doing well, and skill, and Gallo obviously. But that Porsche isn't easy to handle, I don't think.
No. So it looks as if he was leaving black lines everywhere there.
We are halfway through. Keep it up.
Who?
Kamangu.
I mean, you got to do a bit of drifting when you go to Japan.
Looks like John is dropping more time to Gallo. But
he's a lot of time, considering.
He's got a nice gap back to Skill. And Skill can't let up because he has got Satan Spam right on his tail now. I've just jumped over to those two.
He's not going anywhere. I think he's found the groove of that car. Oh yeah, she likes to turn into there. Looks like the Aston doesn't.
Here we go. Right. No, they're not still side by side.
Wow, yeah. Much fun.
Yeah, it looks as if that
Porsche is super pointy.
it is nice through the twisties, I must admit.
Yeah.
If you can get it set up.
Yeah, he's all over him now. He's got skills feeling the pressure. His podium spot might be taken away from him. Plenty of time. Ooh, he's feeling the pressure. Then we got...
Yeah, it does seem to be same sort of people, always in their little close battles. I mean, Kamangu and Andrelli, they're not leaving each other. It's like they're joined at the hip. HSV is up to 9th.
Oh, that's a track limit. He's off. Skills off. And
so Satan's now just got to stretch this now.
Doesn't want the slipstream. It's a bit scary getting right up on the back end of someone's car coming
through here. Yeah. Oh, he's a little bit wide. He's kept it.
I don't think Skill's going to be going anywhere either.
No, I'd expect.
He's struggling.
I'd expect to see these two still close at the end. Got 12 minutes left.
But I'm pretty sure Satan Spam made a lot of time up. He was a fair way back.
Was he?
Well, he was. You know, he was over a couple of seconds. I'm sure of it. So, she got a photo here of starting list. So he started in 5th. He's up to 3rd, so he's done pretty well there. Skills started 3rd, so.
So where should we jump now? Who should we have a look at? So these pair, I think it's just going to remain the same. It looks as if Kamangu has closed up onto, or closed up further on Andrelli.
You got HSV hunting Geordie down again. Again?
Yeah, it's a 1.389. Well, he had that drive through at the start, which put him pretty low down the field. We know he can show some good pace.
Yeah, he's all over him now.
Is he all over the back of George now?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll jump back there.
All up in his grill. I think he's letting him past.
Yeah, I think so. George's car does look a bit battered, doesn't it?
It's his livery every week. That's the rap, mate.
Hold on, I can see some paint. Let's smack it with a hammer.
Yeah, it looks HSV's just taken away from him.
Yeah.
Who's done the big drift? Did you see that? There's a massive...
That was Kamangu earlier on.
Tyre marks. Wow. That was a good drift.
That was the one that I watched, and I said he's laying black lines.
There's some serious... He's got some hefty flat spots or something.
So yeah, it looks as if HSV...
John's closed up on Gallo again. Well, he's in...
Until he has another...
Swig.
Another sip of beer. Here we go, let's jump up with him now.
It was over 2.5 seconds. 4 now, it's second.
He's probably got his wheel rotation on 270. Oh, dear me.
Oh, what happened there? I thought he was about to go into the wall. I think he's on the limit. these. That's the thing, it's consistency. That's what wins races.
Yes, consistency, not alcohol.
At least he's consistently pissed.
Right, so what have we got going on elsewhere? So Skill is still holding the station just behind Satan Spam. And it is a gap back to... Oh! What's happened? Kamangu's had an issue because he is not with Andrelli anymore. So Andrelli has lost his comrade. So now Darsk. Let's jump back to Darsk and we'll see how close he is to Kamangu. And see if this gap changes. But that must have been significant to see a...
Oh, John, what the...
He's up with him again, isn't he?
Yeah, and they were doing some crazy weaving down the straight, so I don't know. What? I was trying to break the toe. Back within half a second.
So I'll keep an eye... Right, Bruce is on the back of George now as well. So I know this is going to seem like we're jumping all over the place, but I'm just trying to pick up on what I can when I can. Let's see if Bruce can get this done. Is he close enough? I must admit, they do sound pretty cool on the downshift, don't they? Even in the, you know, considering it's a game. Oh, sorry, it's a simulator.
It's not the real simulator though, Bob. Get it right. We should be playing the real simulator.
The real simulator, yeah.
GT Sport.
I think I've lost the disc. I think my dog ate it.
It's lodged into the neighbour's tree.
Geordie looked a bit twitchy there. This does look like the best battle to be with at the moment. John's a second off of Gallo. I don't know if there's anything else that's close. Because it drops back 10 seconds to Satan Spam. Skill he's slipping a little bit, but it's not massive. He's still in there with a shout of podium.
He closes the gap every now and then. And then Satan Spam pulls away.
But has George got the bit between his teeth? Is he like, no, I want a top 10?
That would be 2. Did he got one last in the GT3? Did he get a top 10?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Here we go. Here's the move. No. Did Geordie... Oh, did he get nervous? Did he go too wide? It seems this is gonna be decided by a mistake or a dive.
Dump, dump, dump.
And all the time these two are battling, it looks as if Tabasco is getting dragged up. So 2.3 back to Tabasco. Let's see if that changes. Because Tabasco was a lot further up the field earlier. John's pulled back in about a quarter of a second on Gallo.
Yeah, he's almost on his bumper now.
We've got Darsk is coming up on Kamangu. Yeah,
that's John's got the run on Gallo up in the 130R. Oh, he's showing his nose. He's making him think. Watch John take the
right. We'll jump up. We'll jump up with John now. Yeah, it looks like he's giving him something to think about. I'll keep on this gap between Darsk and Kamangu as well, because that looks as if that's closed up. And of course, these two, they finished on, or finished quali on exactly the same time.
Yeah. Both run wide there. Gallo a little bit wider, a little bit too deep.
Yeah, it looks as if John went off in sympathy.
Well, just as you were saying that they were exactly the same time, they were doing exactly the same thing. But yeah, no, it looks like John's found his pep to his step again.
Maybe he's run out of beer.
Run out. He's off to the bottle-o. Oh no. No, we do not condone drink driving. Only in your real simulator.
This is it.
But yeah, he's not going anywhere.
No, he's kept the interest in.
Ready to battle it to the end. Because are you on?
We were 1 point.
Who are you on now? Who are you looking at?
I'm sat with John and Gallo at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, Darsk has had Kamangu. Missed it. I called it earlier on and I missed it.
What are you doing, mate?
But I know what'll happen. I'll jump out of this battle. I'll go back to have a look at Bruce and George.
No, you haven't. I'll watch this one if you wanna.
Right, yeah. You let me know if it's looking a bit spicy. I'm gonna drop back to see if Bruce is getting frustrated with the rolling chicane that is Scott Jordison.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Our wine connoisseur from the Barossa Valley.
Washes his own grapes, he says. Looks like John might have a run on Gallo into T1 here.
Does it look close? Should I jump up?
Yeah, yeah. Well, he's
showing himself. Down to the last lap. Right, I think we'll stay with this as it's on the last lap.
Yeah.
Are we going to see something happen?
It was pretty tight there. Oh, Gallo's quick. Oh, he's overcooked. No. Lost a little bit of time there.
Oh, he's sliding. You see the black lines that John was laying down?
A Suzuka. Last lap though. Got to get it done. He's cooked it a little bit there. Yeah, he seemed to be quicker than through the third sector than Gallo.
Yeah.
So you watch him close up on him.
Let's watch as we get into the hairpin. We know the Audi is pretty decent on the brake, so if he's going to close up, it's going to be here. And there we go. Is he in his toe?
Through the spoon. Oh.
There we go.
Nah, he's Gallo's.
Is it Gallo's?
He's on the limit. Good racing though.
Right, is he closing? That's
Johnny messed it up through the S's. And he's pretty good through 130R though. He's still on the slip just.
Yep, looks as if it's Gallo's. Oh, John was on the power dead early there.
Yeah, he's good through there. Look at that, he closed it up.
It's another
Well done,
close
boys.
one. Another close one.
The leader has finished the race.
Well done, Gallo.
John. Well done, John. Let's jump back to
and Satan Spam.
Satan Spam on the podium. Not that far back, to be honest, either. With skill right in behind him. Let's jump back to Andrelli. It looks like he's got a lonely finish all on his own. So Andrelli in 5th. Let's go back to Darsk. So HSV has had Kamangu as well.
Yeah, I called it. I said he'd come back to 7th after his drive-through. Put $100 on that.
There we go.
Paying myself out.
So Darsk in 6th, HSV in 7th, Kamangu in 8th. Where is Scott Jordison? He has held Bruce off.
Wow.
Look at the damage on that car. Did he just... Because Geordie pulled it over to the outside of the track there, he lost a lot of time. It ended up that Bruce was 66 thousandths.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That is mental.
But Brian, did he? Oh no, he left, didn't he? Alright, I've got a blue screen.
Yeah, so what are we going to do? Are we going to get the guys in? Are we going to get the top 3 in?
Oh, if they wanna.
Do you want to chuck a message out and see if they want to jump in?
Green light, give it all you can.
I got a bit sweaty. I got a bit sweaty for P1, P2. John probably needs to hydrate. Might not be keen this week.
Did you get a message out?
Yeah, like... What else am I... Like a winner's chat, question mark. Now! Oh no. Bloody gifts, eh? God. If the gift doesn't do it, then nothing will. Nah, maybe the boys have calling it a night.
Have they all decided not to?
Well, no one said anything to me, but I mean, you can chill here for a bit if you want.
Oh, Geordie's in the broadcast centre. He's just muted. Here's Gallo.
Yeah,
He's just jumped in.
Hello, boys.
Well done, mate.
Fucking hell, I'm sweating here.
Oh, John.
He
John
gave
made
me
you...
a run. Yeah, man, for my money, for sure.
Yeah, it was some good racing there. Both races.
From start to finish, John was, yeah, all over me.
Yeah, so it dropped off to about 2 seconds at one stage, I think, but then that must have been when he was reaching over for a beer or something, and then
Probably.
it seemed to be pretty close thereafter.
Yeah, I think well, I think we were pretty actually for the GT4 we were evenly matched, the very same. Did you guys
well,
see the
how was
quali?
the
The quali
qualifying?
was yeah. What the fuck?
Exactly
Oh, sorry.
the same time. Exactly the same time.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
So it was,
And then he got a really good start.
Right.
And here he is, the Johnny boy's in here.
How's it going, fellas?
Hey.
Yeah, it was awesome, great drive. I think John actually deserved to win, to be honest, mate. Because I got lucky a couple of times. I mean, almost lost it, but yeah, good stuff.
That was awesome qualifying, but getting the same lap.
Yeah, exactly the same. That's strange.
No, it was good racing up the front, but yeah.
Yeah, that Audi 8.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, how was the midfield? I don't know if Skill had any trouble or was lonely. Or...
No, he definitely. Who was it? Satan Spam was. Yeah, he was super consistent.
Yeah.
And there was some close racing between them two, and then I think he went a little bit deep Skill into T1. Oh, I can't remember exactly, but he just didn't have the pace in the end there compared to Satan Spam.
I mean, there was some good battles with Kamangu and Andrelli. They were sat, you know, sort of 3/10 away from each other for a number of laps, and then I think Kamangu had a bit of an off. But yeah, no, there were some close battles definitely within that race. We tried to jump backwards and forwards, and then we missed a couple of overtakes, as you do. But no, it was good. It was good.
And John on the GT3s at the first race, I'm pretty sure you made up what it was like 3 or 4 positions by within like 3 or 4 corners.
Yeah, it was good, mate. I can thank Barters for one of them. That was lovely.
True.
Yeah,
I've seen him levitate.
I feel bad for him there. That's shocking. Because he had way more pace than me. I shouldn't have been. I think I finished 4th. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but you had a good start of the race there.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Just didn't have the pace in that Merc. Even though I got to thank Gallo because he gave me a setup for it, and it felt way better than what it did. But I just didn't have time to get used to it.
Yeah.
No,
so the master is starting to share his setup, so he's getting a bit of a challenge.
Mate, most of the time is try and error. I tweak 2 clicks here, 2 clicks there, try it out, go back and forth. Sometimes I get a better one. Yeah.
So Geordie, because you're in here, you've just managed another top 10 finish.
2 races.
Yeah.
2 top 10s.
What's going on?
Oh, didn't have setups this week like I did last week, but I did practice again.
Yeah,
well done, mate.
Get your setup sorted, buddy, and you'll start to see more and more happen, I think.
I sent Geordie my setup.
Oh, did you?
Qualifier.
No, I didn't get it in time.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't even noticed it. But I was quite happy with the Audi setup. I just ran the aggressive one for the Audi.
That's basically what my setup was. Just play with the toe a bit, really, and
Looked like Geordie was missing a bit of his livery by the end of the race.
Yeah, George.
What happened with you and Brian, Geordie?
No, Brian killed someone into the last chicane.
Oh.
Are we live at the moment, or?
Yes, we're live. We can wrap it up now. What we'll do is, as it's gone, I think I'll stop the stream and then we can have just a general chat. But anyone that tuned in for the race, thanks very much, and we'll catch you. Is it next week? Yeah, next week. Same place, same time.
Cheers. Stay